See you later.
Bye, Dad.
Have fun at school. Thank you. Morning. Cheers. So first thing we gotta do, we're gonna load up the fertilizer tender. BJ is stripping this morning, pulling the early shift. And he's not empty yet, but we're gonna be pretty busy today. So we got a lot of things going on. We are gonna finish getting the corn planter dialed in. Dad's down at the field right now. As soon as I get done here, I'm gonna join him. But we also have a Fendt momentum planter showing up here in about 20 minutes. So I probably won't be running that momentum. None of us will. Agco is putting in a crop tour plot again, and basically they're putting in that plot. They're gonna try to slam it in today and tomorrow before this batch of rain, and then it is leaving to go do another plot. But I've got to get those guys seed and a couple other things for their plot. They're doing a bean plot and a corn plot. So between keeping BJ fed with fertilizer, keeping them fed with seed, and helping Dad get the planter going, busy, busy, busy. And then maybe one day we'll get our bean planter dialed in. In all honesty, that's looking like that'll happen when it rains. But hey, at least we'll have 50 acres for the momentum plot planted of beans. So first off, let's move this truck to where we can load it a little easier. Man, this thing holds air pretty good. Probably ought to start before we release the brake. So BJ has about 400 acres of stripping left, and I'll be really happy when he's done, because it just seems like all we get done doing is taking him fertilizer. So hopefully the benefits of strip tilling make it worth it. All right, so BJ is gonna need fertilizer in about 45 minutes. I'm gonna run down to the cornfield, see if Dad's planting yet. And then eventually I'm gonna run that seed tender to the field he's working in. BJ's got like 70 acres there, he needs 2 Phillips. I'm just gonna leave the tender there. That way he can finish that field, and then we'll see what the next task at hand is.
How close do you want us to get to this road?
I'd plant the road if they'd let me.
Okay, all right. Sounds good.
See. My camera fell off and knocked my keys over. Or turned. Yeah. There's the neighbor's rig. Looks like Dad and Evan and Sam are hard at it. So if you missed the previous video yesterday, we started messing with the planter in the field. Kind of got dark on us. So this morning we have to do some measuring, do some depth checks. Main thing we gotta do is make sure our row clutches are turning off and turning on at the right time. Other than that, I think the planter is good to go. All right, so in an effort to get everything done, we're just gonna sprint all the time. Taking BJ some fertilizer. Actually recruited George to help me today. He's gonna give me a ride back to the truck, but yeah, we gotta go. Oh, looky there. So BJ's got about, oh, he's probably got about 50 acres left here. So I'm just gonna leave him the truck. With this being variable rate, I think he's gonna run out of mez at some point. Say one thing for George, he keeps her shiny. You know, this thing would look better with the white letters facing out.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Good to see old George again. So George lives on one of the farms we farm, but I haven't seen him in probably a couple weeks. So I noticed, oh shoot, there goes my hat. That there was a truck, and it was unloading a momentum planter and a Fendt tractor. So we'll go over and check this out. Yep, there it is. All right, so I gotta get these guys some corn, check on Dad, see how he's doing. Yeah, lots of stuff. Just getting her hooked up to the tender. So we have to use the bean tender because the Fendt momentum has it requires a pretty long reach on the auger. So we're not going to use the tender that Dad usually uses. All right, so this is a brand new seed tender. This is just like the one we were running last year from Underwood. This one does have a couple cool options that the other one didn't. Got work lights. It's got a different style remote. But all in all, fairly similar to the one we had last year. These things are a lifesaver. Once you've ran one for a little while, you will not want to go back to a C-tender without a remote. But like I say, this one has the really long auger, and that's what we needed for the Fendt. We're only going to put one box of corn in it though, because they will not need any more than that. Now I gotta find my corn. Looking for Seek and Salt's 1087. Where you at? Where you at? There we are. Easy one to get to. This is a 108-day maturity corn. I've had really good luck with it in the past. We're going to put it on some ground that will probably dry out pretty fast. So this should be dry and good harvesting corn by the time we get to October. At least that's been our experience with it in the past. Now there is the option with this tender that we could swing the conveyor out and fill it with that, but this is way faster. And we only need one box. If we were doing a bunch of boxes, we'd maybe do that, but we only need one, so we'll just climb up here and pull the gate. Yeah, I gotta get this Fendt filled up, but that will not work. Luckily, we got a different dude right there. Oh, it's so clean.
That's what I was saying.
I think this thing's brand new. It ain't been used. May not look like it. That's about 40 acres of seed. George is sending it. So we're putting some water. Is it pumping?
Yeah, we're done.
We're done? Man, this is one busy lane. Dad's over here planting, the Fendt's planting here, the neighbor's planting there. For a road that sees maybe a car a day, there's about 7 or 8 pickups and 3 tractors. So this planter is precision planting equipped from the factory. Has a lot of pretty cool features on it. But we did put some water in the tank. We're not putting fertilizer on. The water is only in there to simulate like we were putting on fertilizer for basically weight. One of the big selling points of a momentum planter is the weight distribution system. So to better show that, we purposely put water in there because that's making the center of the planter heavy. But with the way the technology works in this planter, it's really taking a lot of the weight off the center. It's basically its own weight transfer system, and it works pretty well. Alright guys, I haven't been filming a whole lot here lately. We're really busy going about 36 different directions. Dad just finished the field he was in. We are moving to a 150 acre field. There's just planters everywhere. I thought that was Dad for a second. I almost called him and asked him where he was going, because that's not the place I thought we were going. And then I seen him over there in the driveway. So just lots of stuff going on in the area. Everybody's going full bore. So one other thing we're going to do, Dad is planning, he's not going to need seed for, well, he said 20 acres, so I guess that's only about 30 minutes, if that. Anyways, the AGCO guys are trying to do a tillage plot as well as a corn and soybean plot, but they only have one tractor. But for the sake of time, I'm going to take them our other Challenger. This is eventually going to go in the bean planter, but it's probably going to be when it rains tomorrow. Get working on that. But I'm going to take this up there, let them use that for their vertical tillage plot. So Dad just called. He's ready for some seed.
Hey everybody, well, we finally got started planting. We're planting, this is what, Tuesday, started yesterday, Monday evening. Made around about, I don't know, 6:37. Had some buds, worked 9 o'clock or 10. Decided to quit and got back at this morning and had some buds getting out of it. Got everything gone, and I've planted 130 acres or so finally. Just getting the hang of it. A lot here to learn from this monitor. All this stuff. This tractor's all new to me. So planting in strips pretty good. Getting the road planters adjusted. Some of them you can see they're hardly turning. I can put more down pressure here to go to another screen. There's the road cleaners I can change down pressure. There's just all kinds of screens here to get it figured out. So I'll get it figured out about the time we get done. We're getting it, put a different variety in. Maybe it'll help the singulation. It's not real good. For some reason we're having a little troubles. Oh. Now we just lost the road, looks like. I don't know what's going on. So we've tried some more inoculate or talc powder in it, talc graphite, a little more in it. Maybe that might help it. So there's other varieties, different size, I believe. So we'll see if it changes anything. I'm planting about 7 miles an hour right now. Yeah, this tractor's a whole lot different from my other one, but I'm getting used to it. There's a whole lot going on here. I'm still doing the ends. I thought I could plant my ends last. I had a little trouble in the other field with the boundary. I ain't got that figured out quite yet. So I'm planting half my ends. This field's 150 acres. So I'm planting half my ends tonight. I got enough seed for about 80 acres here tonight. See what time it is. Might do some more. I'll get cleaned out. And tomorrow we're going to try to do a corn plot over my place, 30 acres. There we're up 9 mile an hour, 1400 RPM. So it pulls it okay. No problem there. Steer's good. The next pass will be on a straight line. Got BJ's lines in there for each strip tilt, so we're on the strips pretty daggone good. Okay, got this end done. Now I'm going to change the guidance back to the try to get changed to the straight side. So here we go. That ain't what I want. There we go. Straight is what we want. Okay, there's a straight line, should be. So we get turned around here. This has got an end and go function on it, and Brian got it set so I can hit go and it'll lock on the guidance line and put the planter down, and it'll speed up. You can set that how fast you want that to happen. So I locked on, hit the go, and it's locked on, and the planter's going down, and it ain't planting until we get in the. Shouldn't be, yeah. Now it's out of the green there. She lights up and starts planting. So we're going to be out in the other rows here, but it'll shut off those other, because it's kind of crooked, the first ends there. But we're marking a straight line, and you see it shuts off right there. Last row, won't plant that. It's already been planted. But from here on out, it'll plant all 24. I have to work on my row cleaners, getting them set. See, there's some of them hardly touching. I don't know if we want them, just knock the high spots off, all we want to do. That's what it's doing. I'm running 9 mile an hour here. We'll bump it up 10 mile an hour. We're going uphill here. We'll see how she pulls. We're running 10 mile an hour. Going up this grade here. Down. I don't have it on the TMS. What that does, it keeps the RPM up, it slows down, it gives it more RPM, a little more power. I get up in here, I'll change that so it'll keep up on them hills.
So, I don't know where to update you from, don't know where we left off, but BJ is on his way here. He's done strip tilling for the night. I'm giving him a ride back to the seed tender. The Momentum had a tire go off the bead, not a big deal, but had to take them a floor jack. Dad is having a little bit of issues with his corn planter. He's not singulating the greatest. He's still singulating good. He's still singulating around 99 to 98%, but he's not really cracking over 99. So we're going to adjust some things and tinker with some stuff and see if we can diagnose what the problem is before this rain gets here tomorrow. That way we can fix it on the rain day. So we need to get work on planter. Cats everywhere. There better not be any mice over there. At least Kayla made dinner. All right, BJ's been delivered. Okay, he's being a big boy. He's driving the tender truck. But now we gotta go work on the corn planters. They had a unit that was plugged up that was an easy fix. Hey guys, the video kind of ended a little abruptly. We were working on the planter. We were kind of making some adjustments in the dark, and we realized we were about to start losing stuff in the middle of a field. So we ended up parking it right around 9:15, 9:30, and then we went and helped the AGCO guys a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of why the video just abruptly ends. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, tap that notification bell so you can keep up with the rest of the planting season shenanigans. I do want to hand it to those AGCO guys. They had that bead pop off the tire. They got that fixed, and then they planted that corn plot till the wee hours of the night. But by God, they got it finished.